What's going on, boys? It's Daddy Big here, and today I wanted to tell a story of crimes that I witnessed. And I will start off by saying I am okay. Everything is okay. The situation, nothing bad happened in the end. But is more of just a wild story I wanted to tell. And I've talked about work stories before. Working in food service is always an interesting time, and 99.9% of customers are totally fine. Well, maybe not that many. 90% of customers are perfectly fine. 9% of them are kind of pricks, and then the other 1% is like maybe more like 0.1%. Every now and then you get one person that's kind of it's like, whoa, that's bad. And with the internet being a thing nowadays, it's pretty common for when customers have meltdowns or whatever, people will pull out their phones and it'll be on TikTok and everyone will be able to see it. Usually for the purpose of either entertainment or just ridiculing the ridiculous people doing ridiculous things. I'm not really doing anything to that extent. I'm just telling what happened. I didn't video it or anything, but I guess this is kind of my crazy customer story. So it was a normal shift, right? This lady came in and asked for the manager and asked if she could get some free food because she said that she was homeless. And my manager said, "Hey, sorry, we can't really, maybe I could give you a side or something, but we might not be able to." And she said, "Oh, I was really hoping you could get me a meal." And my manager said, "Well, no, sorry, I can't really do that." So she went to go sit down in our store. And at this point, my manager's like, "Hey, sorry, I can't have you sit here," because, that's loitering. And he asked her to leave, and she got all upset, was yelling at him a little bit. And as she walked out, she turned around and said to him, and I quote, "Fuck this fucking country. I can leave this city whenever I want." And honestly, I don't really know what that means. But beside all that, right? And I got another detail that was kind of weird was that when my manager wouldn't give her the free food, she started fake crying, kind of. It was strange, but so that all that went down, right? I was just kind of watching, and we were all just like, okay, whatever. That wasn't a huge deal. And then a few hours later, she came back. And she said to my manager again, she said, "Hey, earlier you said you might be able to give me a free side. Can you still do that now?" At this point, we kind of know that she's, up to no good. And so the manager says to her, "Well, sorry, we can't do that anymore." And she goes to sit down again. She's asked to leave again. And at this point, she starts to get pretty upset. She starts yelling at my manager. And another person that was working there gets up, not quite in their face, but just kind of gets up and just says to this lady, "Why don't you shut the fuck up and get out of here?" And then this lady got really upset, started trying to attack this employee, trying to slap her, started picking up cups and throwing them. And then it was total coincidence. We didn't have this person there earlier, but at the time our area manager was there. Not manager of the store, big head honcho cheese. So my area manager stands up, looks at this lady, points to the front door and just says, "All right, let's go." And I might be remembering it a little bit dramatic, but this all happened in 8 seconds. But I swear the second my area manager stood up, it was just the room went quiet. Everything stopped. I swear it was out of a movie or something. But so this lady starts leaving. I run to the back of the store to close the back door, because sometimes it hangs open, to make sure that that's locked so she can't walk into the back door, because at this point this lady's kind of a little bit unhinged. And then by the time I walk back into the kitchen, she's running back for the front door. My area manager swings around, slams the door shut just as this lady started opening it and locked it, calls the police. The police get there. The woman my coworker who got attacked, decided not to press any charges, and this lady got to take a car ride. But man, it was just crazy. It all happened so fast. And I already get enough anxiety just from, the normal events of work. So needless to say, after this whole event, I was pretty frazzled. But, it was, and here's the thing. I feel as though it's easy to immediately get into just ridiculing these people and, being like, oh my God, this person's crazy. But to me, it's not about that, it was more, honestly, it was pretty sad, it's clearly, I know, unfortunately, sometimes people lie about being homeless just to get handouts. That is a thing that happens, but in any case, it seems like this person was in, a not great position, and I'm not accusing them of that by any means, but, it seems like they were having a rough time at the least. Obviously, not doing well in life, I'd have to guess, and, getting, I don't know if, I don't know how, like, exactly what went down. I don't know if it qualifies as an arrest, or if the police officer was just taking her to the station to, get some resources. I don't know the full situation. I only saw what I saw, but I don't want to make this a thing of, like, making fun of this person, right? Because I feel like that's all too common in the world nowadays, is to, take videos of people freaking out and having these outbursts and, like, having a laugh at it. To me, this wasn't funny. There was nothing funny about this. In fact, it was frightening. It left an impact on me, and I'm fine, obviously, but it kind of, it left me rattled, it left my coworkers rattled, and for that reason, I really don't think these situations are something to be laughing about, in my opinion. So I just wanted to clear that up, saying that I don't intend to belittle this person, because like I said, I have no idea what's going on in their life, right? And I'm not going to pass judgment or make up things about them. I'm just telling what happened, because what happened was pretty crazy. So, and I guess this just goes to say, I'll get off my one soapbox and get on another. This goes to show, sometimes you can just tell that customers have never worked a minimum wage job. I just have no respect for you, because, like, here's the thing. After this whole occurrence went down, I dropped by Culver's to get myself a shake to cope, to reward myself for surviving the shift. And even though I was dog tired and, like, rattled from everything that had happened, I was I was basically dead at that point. I still, put in the energy to be nice to the people serving me at Culver's, because, after everything that I had been through that day, I get it. I get that people in food service probably don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest. So, like, here's the thing. Just be nice to food service employees and just anybody who's working, right? Because here's the thing. I know that it's food service. We're there to serve you, obviously, but you don't have to treat us like shit. You can just be a decent person and acknowledge that we are also people, as it really can, like, it really does suck when you get mistreated on the job. And in a situation like this, when something becomes dangerous and police have to be called, that can, have effects on the workers too. Like I said, it honestly left me rattled. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell this crazy story. And like I said, I don't think it's anything to laugh or joke about. Honestly, like, this person clearly has stuff going on, and I don't think it's my place to really make fun of them. And also, in the same breath, just be a decent person when you're ordering at a store, because it really goes a long way for people like me who are, slogging through a shift, making not a lot of money. And yeah, so I just wanted to tell that whole story. And I guess I didn't expect to get into talking about moral stuff, but I guess let me know what you boys think of this whole situation down below. If you ever had any similar situations working in food service or anything like that. And yeah, I think I made all my points. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.